Well, hey everybody, it's Kevbo Jones with another episode of the Wonderful World of Baseball Cards. It is March 2026. It's been a while since I've done a video. Wanted to check in with everybody. I went to the New Mexico Sports Card Show this weekend. It was Saturday and Sunday, and it was totally packed, particularly yesterday. There were two rooms, and the overflow room, I would say, was primarily for Pokemon. There were some Pokemon vendors in the large main room as well, but this show has come a long way since 2022. So pretty amazing. I went yesterday, went today, spent probably 2 hours there yesterday and about an hour and a half today. And I just want to check in with you and show you guys what I got. I got a little bit of football, got some baseball, and just some fun stuff. So I picked up this 2022 Chronicles Gridiron Kings Malik Willis. Super bummed he left Green Bay. I think it's going to haunt Green Bay letting him go because he's amazing, and I hope he turns the Dolphins franchise around. So I knew he'd be lurking in dollar boxes, and sure enough, he was. So I picked up this 2022 Gridiron Kings Malik Willis, pretty cool card, and I knew there was going to be one guy there who's always at the show that would have him just kind of lurking in these dollar boxes. So I got that. Also picked up the Prism Negative, I guess this is called. This was in the dollar box as well. Was super stoked to pick this one up as well. Both these cards were it was $5 for the pair. So super stoked. I think Malik Willis is going to have a great year in Miami. I'm really excited to watch his career. A buddy of mine sets up there, a colleague from my regular day job, and he buys and sells cards. I always like to check out what he's got. Shout out to my buddy Manny. He had this 2024 Topps football card, Chrome of Sterling Sharp. I just thought this was a great looking card. And it's 10 of 10, which is kind of cool. That didn't really sell me on the card, but he gave me a super good deal on this, kind of the buddy discount. And I just thought that this was a great looking card. I know it's not licensed, but the top stuff, for years wasn't licensed in the 70s. So great looking card, Sterling Sharp 2024 Topps Chrome. And that's a nice little addition to the Packers collection. Had to pick up one of the rookies from this year's crop of cards. I picked up the Matthew Golden. I just thought this was a great card. This is introductions. And, this was like $1 card, basically. And I just thought that it was just a great looking card. I wish it had his number 0 on there, but I just thought, I'm a sucker for these shiny cards. So I got this 2025 Mosaic Matthew Golden that I just thought was super cool. So we'll throw that out there. And we'll throw the Sterling Sharp out there. And we'll put this Malik Willis. I like this one. We'll put that Malik Willis out there. And then picked up I was just going through a dollar box again. I re-sleeved all of these. I had never seen this before. I'm not really too much of a Bowman guy, but I saw this in like the dollar box, and it came to the league, and it's a Jesus Made Brewers card. I just thought this was like, I liked the UFO sci-fi vibes. Here it says 5 on the back, but it was $1. I liked the sci-fi vibe of this, and with the UFO and everything. It came to the league. It kind of reminded me of, something from maybe the 1950s or something. So I picked that up, thought it was super fun. It came to the league. Yeah, I like weird stuff like that. So you can see I collect weird things. Picked up a 91 Elite Ricky Henderson. This was one of my bigger purchases, I guess. This is from another guy that I usually get stuff from. And I saw this. He said it was just sitting in, he's unloading his inventory. He used to have a shop in the 90s. So he doesn't really buy, but he's just unloading all his old inventory. And he came across this Elite Ricky Henderson. So, this is kind of the stuff I like looking for. I thought that was a great looking card, so I picked that up. He also had this Larry Walker from 92, and I couldn't resist. So I bundled these up and bought both of those. These were like two of my, I guess, quote unquote, bigger purchases of the weekend. But fun additions to the collection. I mean, nobody, or the whole weekend looking through everybody's stuff, had things like this. So I knew that guy would. And he doesn't really collect anymore. Like I said, he's unloading, but he sets up at this show. So that's cool. Of course, I dug through. There's a guy that always has great vintage stuff. He's got 5,000 count boxes going from like 48 up to maybe 74. And always is cycling through his inventory. I mean, he's probably got 25,000 Topps and Bowman vintage cards. And I sometimes just like to dig through. So I picked up a 52 Kluszewski, which was just too hard to resist. I said, how can you pass up a nice card like this with a big clue? So picked up a 52 Topps Ted Kluszewski. This is totally just a random card, but I was going through and it just jumped out at me because of the clarity of it at the old Ebbets Field, Dodger Stadium. This is Don Besant. I just thought it was just a great looking card. I loved the color on it. Because, sometimes those 57s are kind of washed out. So, this was like $1. This whole stack here was, that I'll show you. I mean, it was $10 for all of these. I mean, you can't beat that. So I got that. Pepto-Bismol pink Mo Drabowski. Had to get a pink card. I love the Space Age 59s. That was kind of my target today. I'm like, I want to pick up a few 59s. And so I got a Mo Drabowski. I got my boy Smokey Burgess, which I always love getting his cards when I see him. 59 Smokey Burgess, 59 George Crow. I always like, if I can find the African-American guys from back then, I always like to buy them. So I got a George Crow. Picked up a Vic Power, which is pretty cool. 59 Vic Power. This is this 59 Charlie Neal. One of the cornerstones of those late 50s, early 60s Dodger teams. Charlie Neal. Beautiful with that yellow. Great looking card. There's a look at the back. Just really great player. One of those kind of underrated, overlooked players. And then, of course, one of my cult hero guys that I love, I got a 59 Joe Adcock. And this thing, as I was holdering it into this Card Saver 1, it looks just absolutely stunning. And had to get this Joe Adcock. So little stack of vintage, $10, third of the price of a blaster. Some cult hero guys that I like, plus a 52 Kluszewski that cost me $10. I mean, you can't beat it. So basically all of this, just as kind of a joke, would be the cost of a blaster in like 2019. You know, yeah, yeah. The big clue. And then finally, excuse me, I did make a big purchase. I did some trading, and this is my big card. I picked up a 94 Finest Jerry Rice refractor. I saw this yesterday, and I must have come back to it at the guy's table like 3 times, and it just was so beautiful. So I did a trade, brought some slabs there, did a trade, and I just could not resist this card. I'm such a sucker for this stuff. And so I picked up the 94 Finest Jerry Rice refractor. Just a absolutely great looking card. And I mean, on the front is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it probably got a 9, honestly, because of the back is a little off-centered. Just such a beautiful, beautiful card. So I'm slowly adding to my collection of 90s refractors. And I had to get this. So anyway, New Mexico Card Show, amazing. Kev Bo Jones, Wonderful World of Baseball Cards. We'll see you soon. Later.